What is going on, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, I'm doing a little discussion video talking about Extra Hero Hell Divisor. Now, this is a new Link Variants Pack 3 monster that we got revealed a week and a half ago-ish, somewhere around there. He's an interesting card. He sounds really good upon first reading, but you in fact learn that he's really not that great the further you look into it, but could be very good in the future, but just right now, he's not. So I want to go a little more in depth looking at this because I believe when he got revealed with like 5 other Link monsters all at once. So I kind of went through them pretty quick, just giving my first impressions. So I want to go a little more in depth on a few of them, Hell Divisor being one. Now I know there's a ton of hero fans out there, so this is going to be one a lot of people are focused on. So before we go into it, let's go over his effects so we know what we're looking at here. Extra Hero Hell Divisor is a dark fiend Link monster. It points straight down and down left. His 2 materials take, and he has 1700 attack. There you go. He takes 2 hero monsters straight up to make him, so any hero monsters, not evil heroes, not destined heroes, not elemental heroes specifically, any 2 heroes, which is kind of nice. There. And then for his effects, if this card is Link summoned, you can reveal 1 hero fusion monster in your extra deck. Add up to 2 fusion materials with different names listed on it from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect except for hero monsters. It's up once per turn, of course, and then fiend monsters, this card points to gain attack and defense equal to their level times 1000. So you can boost other evil hero stuffs or any fiends you might end on, which is whatever, a little, extra effect, nothing crazy there, not too worried about that. The main effect I'm looking at is this first one, where on Link Summon, you reveal a hero fusion, and then you can add up to 2 of the materials listed on the card. Now here's the thing, it's not any 2. The way this is worded, I believe you can only add cards that have their exact name listed there. So if any of the fusions say a hero monster and an attribute, you can't just add any hero monster and any attribute monster. It has to be specifically named cards. It has to say the exact name of the card as material for this to be able to add it. And when you look at that, and when you go through the entire list of hero fusions, the list is not that great. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. The first wave of cards that it does work with are the Neoses, the Neos fusions, where they made one for all of these Neospatian monsters. So there's like the Aqua Dolphin one, the Grand Neos one, or the Grand Mole one. This is the Dark Panther one, my personal favorite. I wasn't going to show you all of them because they don't really matter. What else? The Flare Scarab one, the Air Hummingbird one, and I think and Glow Moss. I think those are all of them. But when you look at them, like, none of these monsters are specific. You're not even using them. You're just revealing them to get the search. When you search the little ones, none of the little ones actually do you anything. None of them can special from hand. You probably would have had to use your normal summon just to get to this point anyway. And they're just like there. I guess they give you I guess it just gives you like materials for stuff, which can matter. But when it comes down to playing those cards in your deck, none of these cards are cards you actually want to play in a hero deck. You don't want to play the vanilla Neos, and you don't want to play the Neospatians because they're just like bricks. They're really not great. So when you look at it as a whole, you're like, I don't want to play these in my deck because I don't want to draw them ever, but you got to play at least 2, even just to, really make use of this effect, which, none of these cards are really what you want. There's a whole nother wave of like combination Neos fusions as well. So they take like a Neos and then 2 of the Neospatians, but like I just said, none of the like 6 Neospatian monsters are really that desirable to play in the deck. So why would you even want to play these guys? I don't see the point there. Then you move to like the really, really bad elemental hero fusions that are just generic, but they just take like the vanilla monsters. There's Flame Wingman, is the classic one. Thunder Giant takes Clayman and Sparkman, a bunch of them. And even the ones that do have effects, they don't really, and the ones that do have, or the ones, even though they have effects, they're so outclassed nowadays. Like Flame Wingman just does deals the damage of a monster it destroys by battle to your opponent's life points. Like, okay, you're just a 2100 beater. That's all you are. Very, very cool, but a 2100 beater, and you don't want to play Aviana Burstentrix in your deck because they are insane bricks. Insane bricks. Then you have other, even like incrementally, more versatile. Ooh, excuse me. more versatile fusions like Electrum, which has Avian, Burstinatrix, Clayman, and Bubbleman all listed on the text. Now, Bubbleman is interesting because some people have played Bubbleman here and there in their hero builds. But I think when Liquid Man comes out, people are just going to drop Bubbleman for Liquid Man because I think he's almost universally better just as a card nowadays. So I don't even think Electrum sees play that way because you just still, again, just don't want to play any of the materials. And the last one that's like kind of interesting is the one that takes Elemental Hero Neos and Yubel as materials. So it isn't just a straight up way to search Yubel, but you can't special summon anything that's not a hero for the rest of the turn. So I don't know if that clogs with Yubel or not. I don't even know what Yubel really tries to do there, but maybe it's spicy for somebody who just wants to play a Yubel build. I have no idea. Whatever. It's really not good. And there was like nothing else. Literally nothing else. All the good fusions are generic, and that's what makes them good. They're easy to make. They don't take specific hands. They take any hand that gets 2 heroes and a fusion spell in your circulation in the circulation of your hand and field and resources, and then you can get it. So it's really tough. The one thing I will say though is definitely keep an eye on this card for the future. And while it may not be very good right now, it may not do really anything right now. One card that I thought was interesting was Destiny and Dragoon because it has Plasma and Dogma, the Destiny heroes, as its materials, but it's not a freaking hero fusion. It doesn't have hero in its name, so you can't even use that one. Like, searching Plasma is interesting because Plasma can just beat some meta decks by himself, but you can't do that because it's not a hero monster, so that's pretty doo-doo. But yeah, one thing I will say is with some of these newer cards, should we get any card that has Stratos as a specific material for it. If we get anything with Liquid Man, Solid Man, Shadow Mist, any of those kind of cards listed as specific materials on there, this card becomes much, much, much more interesting. Because it does become just an insane extender at that point because you're actually searching good cards, not just materials. Yeah, it's a plus, but not all pluses are created equal. Searching 2 vanillas is not the same as searching a Solid Man and a Stratos because that's really strong. The other stuff, not strong. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. I mean, that's my biggest complaint is that like this card maybe in the future at some point can be a really insane +2 for hero decks, but right now there's nothing worth searching. You're going to play Garnets just to play this card, and even when you search them, like they don't actually help you that much. They give you materials, and that's about it. If you can't even get to a Polymerization, a Miracle Fusion, or whatever to make actual good on those cards in hand, like what are you going to do? Like what's the point? There's no reason. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this card, is that on first reading it, it sounds absolutely nuts, but when you actually look at the cards that it even is capable of searching at the moment, it's really, really bad. It's not a good card. It won't even see play in Heroes, I would think, upon its release. So, those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Of course, if you're a hero, if you're a fan of Heroes, and if you are, you probably know more about the deck than I do. I just know about this card and what it can search you, and those cards are bad. So let me know if you know more than me about this deck and you have a differentiating opinion there. If you think it's better than I think it is, let me know, and how it could be good in the future. I mean, I told you if the right kind of fusions come out, it could easily be good, but we'll have to wait and see. That's going to do it for me here, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.